Yo, what's going on, guys? We got the patch notes, the 125 patch notes just dropped right now. This is gonna be the TERRA patch. Let's get into it right now and see what we got. So, of course, we got TERRA, dude. TERRA looks awesome. I have my thoughts, I have my opinions on the character herself. I don't think she's a really good character, and I do want to make a video, kind of just like going like a hero review, kind of going like picking the characters that are coming out and kind of just doing like my like take on them. Let me know what you guys think about that if you guys would be interested in that kind of video. But we got TERRA. We got 4 new skins coming. We finally got a Xena skin. I know a lot of you guys have been asking for a Xena skin. We finally got one. It's a rare skin, so hopefully we get some cool legendary skins from her. But we got a Xena skin. She looks fucking dope. We got 2 heroic skins. This is probably one of the better skins to come out, man. This one has that same Greystone vibe. If you guys remember the Greystone skin, this has that same Greystone vibe. It looks fucking awesome. Again, we have Rampage, Planet of the Primates, that one, and then the Master skin from TERRA. But this skin is fucking top tier right now. It's so good. So those are new skins, and we have some changes. We got some buffs, some nerfs, and some item changes. So for the buffs, we have Countess. Countess on her 1 ability is basically gonna get more recovery. She's gonna get more health recovery from killing, from landing abilities on the monsters, and then landing them on the hero. So Countess is getting a little health recovery buff. Marty is getting some love on her right skill, so she can do more damage. Her base damage is increasing, and her magical scaling is going to be increased as well. So better clearing for early game for Marty, and then just a little bit more damage on Marty as well. So we got some buffs to Sereth, Crunch, and Grugs. If you guys remember, they were like, you know, top pick, top hero warriors, always banned. They all pretty much got nerfed at the same time. But it looks like they're going back and rebuffing them, which I don't like. I don't like that. I like that, you know, let's have this meta that we have now for a little bit. Let's not go back and revert everything that we're doing. Give it some more time, you know. But they haven't been played, so they are going to buff them. Sarah's first ability, the right skill, is going to be increasing the scaling, lowering the cooldown. The ultimate is decreasing the enemy damage taken, and then increasing the burn damage. So basically just more damage on Sarah. Crunch, the right skill is going to be a decrease in cooldown. The Q skill, his main damaging ability, is increasing the base stats, decreasing the mana cost. The E skill, increasing the base damage, lowering the cooldown, and the ultimate, lowering the cooldown as well, back to 14 seconds on the last one. So just kind of more damage, lower cooldowns, kind of the crunch things, man. So we might be seeing these guys more in play. Grux, right skill is going to be increasing damage, base damage is going to increase on the pull, lowering the cooldown. I'm sorry, increasing the cooldown 10.5 to 11 seconds, reducing the mana cost. The E skill, his dash, lowering the cooldown. The ultimate, the physical power scaling that you get when using the ability, if it's 20 to 40, now at level 1 it's gonna be 40%. So last patch the max was 40%, now it's starting at 40%. So this is gonna be a really huge damage buff to Grux early game. And then the stun duration is getting increased max to 1.4. So Grux, Sereth, and Crunch, they got hit really hard. They weren't in the meta anymore. I don't like that they're backtracking, but it is what it is. So we have these characters coming back, kind of being able to get played again, and then we still have our tanks who are doing really well. Speaking of tanks, Boris is up next. Boris is, I need to do a hero review on this character as well. A lot of people think he's busted. I think he's good. I don't think he's like overly OP. I just think he's really good. But let me know if you guys are interested. If you guys want to see me do like a breakdown of a character, like giving my thoughts on why they're good or what makes them bad and things like that. Like for TERRA, a really quick one. Like I think TERRA is going to be bad because her ultimate sucks. But if you guys are interested in seeing like maybe kind of more in-depth hero breakdown or an overview, let me know in the comment section below. But Boris, his stimulus, the right click, the slow effect is going to be increased to 50%. The slow duration is increasing to 2 seconds. So whenever he does this, like how the slow increase is going to be increased, and lowering the cooldown on that. The Q skill, his knockup, the health coefficient is going to be reduced, so they're lowering the damage on him, and the cooldown is getting increased by a second, pretty much. The E skill, health coefficient, damage reduced, so 4 to 3.5%, and the ultimate is going to be 85 to 75. Now it's 100 seconds at level 1 to 80 seconds. So he's getting, there's like a buff here, which isn't really that amazing of a buff. I mean, the slow is really going to be annoying, but his main thing was getting that ultimate, getting that knockup, and just kind of sustaining and doing damage. He was doing a lot of damage, but they're toning down his damage overall, a nerf to Boris. Shinbi, Light's memory, her right skill, the available time to use the second charge after using the skill has been changed from 0.03 to 0.7. The cooldown for the second charge has been changed from 3 to 4. Okay, so that is the hero changes and balances. Now we're getting to item balance changes. First up, High Priest Constellation. Overall, just increasing the magical power. That's all they're really doing. Increasing the magical power by 5 on the base stats and increasing the scaling by 30 to 35 by 5%. Emperor Constellation, upon getting hit by a crowd control effect, removes all the debuffs on the hero and nearby allies and recovers health equal to the 250 plus the 30% of your magical power scaling. So basically, you're just going to be getting more health on this from the supports. Next up, we got Hunting Instinct. Hunting Instinct has actually got nerfed, and I think it might not be a good play anymore. It's still a really cool effect, but it might not be the play. The shield is going to be 260 to 430 now, so it's a little bit lower shield. It's going to be for 20 seconds, still a really long time. 20 seconds is really long, especially in a team fight. 20 seconds can last the entire team fight. And the price is getting increased from 2,800 to 3,100. So it's gonna be a little bit more pricey. We might not see people build it. It's still pretty fun to run, you know, getting a shield and just getting that noise, that sound effect, still pretty cool. So, but a nerf to Hunting Instinct. Next up, Shockwave Generator. This is a great fucking nerf. This was lasted too long. Basically, we're nerfing the cooldown. I'm sorry, nerfing the stun duration on Shockwave. So you're no longer being stunned for 2 seconds. It's going to be 1.2. Still pretty good. Still AoE, but not as good as 2 seconds. So that's good. Embodiment of Vengeance, really cheap. They're increasing it by 200 more gold. Echidna's trick, the mana that you're going to be getting for this is going to be kind of a big nerf to the mana usage on you know, getting Echidna's, because that 900 was really nice to have. But now it's 55 magical power and then 700, so 200 mana diff from Echidna's trick. Next up is Healing Nanos. Decreasing the base damage was 800 now to 750. The other stats are still the same. The effects recover 3% of your max health every 3 seconds. So out of combat now it's 2.8% of max health. Still a really good health item and health regen, and 10 CDR is amazing. So that is it for the changes. I think the main thing is Shockwave Generator, 1.2 seconds, way better than 2 seconds. I think that's kind of the main ones there. And then now we got 5 new emotes coming out. So we have Bellica Salute, we have Boris, Shinbi. Okay, they're resetting. Boris, Shinbi, Steel, and then my favorite one is Aurora. That's a really cool. She builds a snowman and then she just kicks it. Like, that's a cool emote. That's fucking sick. So new emotes coming to the game. We got some training ground updates, pretty cool stuff. Legendary animations. Phase and Howitzer are gonna get some legendary animations. We're gonna get that lobby appearance, in-game recall animations, and sounds. So like all the other legendaries that they're doing, Phase and Howitzer are gonna get that same treatment. So I didn't really like those legendary skins, but since they're giving them love, I might have to go buy those legendary skins. And I mean, there's gonna be some additional effects and improvements. Whenever you use the ultimate for Shinbi, fireworks will come out of their head. So whoever you ult, fireworks will explode. So a little something interesting. Chimera's orb on his back, whenever he gets his stacks going, it gets brighter and brighter and brighter, so letting you know that he's like at max stacks, and it's like a visual thing. It's pretty cool. Wukong, whenever he changes stances, his cudgel is going to change colors. So depending on the stance he's going to change into, it's going to change into that certain color. So just a little cool effects being added to the characters. And then we have some other improvements. I don't think anything amazing. There's one. I'll kind of let you guys read through this. You can pause it if you want to read all that. And here's all bug fixes. There's one thing that I was looking at. Let me make sure. There's one big thing that is coming to the game, and a lot of people are going to be excited about. Okay, nothing else really looks important. The one main thing that is coming to the game out of these bug fixes is right here. So, fix an issue where movement speed reduction penalty was not applied correctly when controlling a hero. Before, while facing a forward, the 15% speed reduction penalty was applied when moving in a direction such as left, right, or backward. However, no penalty was applied when moving diagonally backward. Now, a 15% speed reduction penalty is now applied when moving left or right or backward while the hero is facing forward. So we get a So basically, we're getting a 15% movement speed reduction on Rangers. This is for Rangers. There's been, we all had that issue where Rangers is kind of always just backpedaling and keeping that distance and maybe not even getting any kind of movement penalty. So to them, it was a bug. They fixed it. So we should be getting a 15% movement speed reduction to Rangers. I think that's amazing. It was stupid concept. They were just running back and backpedaling so easily and staying alive in team fights and things like that. So huge bug fix. If they're calling it bug fix, huge thing out of that right there. So those are like the main things in this patch, man. TERRA, we got some hero changes, we got some warrior reworks or the rebuffs, I guess. Marty and some other things. So cool patch, man. TERRA's weapon the big one. We didn't get passives. I know I mentioned it a couple times. We were going to be getting passives in January. Jon Snow unfortunately said that we weren't going to get any passives. Maybe in February. In February, all the heroes should be coming out. Zinx should be the last one in February, and then maybe we'll get all the passives. But let me know what you guys think about the patch in the comment section below. I like to read them and I engage with you guys, so let me know in the comments what you guys think about the patch. And everyone take care, man. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.